Yeah, I had to blow my nose during the intro music. Wasn't that fun? Uh, Nick and I just got back. We had to go to Walmart for a bunch of stuff. I left him in his truck eating his breakfast, even though it's like almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm going to try to get done everything I got to do in here so I can go in the house. It's warm in here, but I'm having some issues with being cold today. That happens sometimes when you get old. It really does. Just a second. Yeah, Chris and his wife, they sign on a house this afternoon. It's pretty nice, actually. I've never been in it, driven by it several times. And I'm had to pay I have a bill that's kind of weird, but some of you will know what I'm talking about. It's called a Pike Pass, and so I had to dump some money into it. We keep using it going over to Ada and back. Nick used it yesterday, took his kids over there. It's nasty and muddy outside. Nick actually took his truck through a car wash in Ada yesterday. I've not. I spoke briefly with my wife early this morning to see how she's doing. She went back to sleep. I was up until about 2 o'clock last night dealing with some stuff online. Part of it, I have a side hustle, or did have. I shut it down where, and I've explained this to folks on here before, guys that have a painting business in the Norman area, Little Axe area, I let them use my credit to go ahead and get supplies every month so they could get their jobs done. I had 11 guys. Well, originally I had 17 men. Well, 16 men and one woman using it. I started doing it about 25 years ago. Well, longer than that, about 30 years ago. Started letting people use my credit to do their business with. And then they paid me a fee. And it was good for about $1,000 a month. And then folks dropped off and I shut it down. In another vlog I explained all that. But I had one guy, and I'm not going to name my friend that did this except that his first name is James. Let's put it that way. But I had a guy owed me $740 and wasn't going to pay. So I told Jim, you go collect the money, you get half of it and you wire the other half to me. And I gave him my routing numbers, and about 1:45 this morning it got routed to my account. So, and it was worth it. He's been a good friend of mine for a long time. I have another friend named Taurus. I'm not going to say his last name. Thought about using him to go collect for me, but that would not have been good for the other party. I'm not going to say anything more than that, except that Taurus is almost 7 foot tall. He's huge. And he looks menacing. He's a sweet man. I've been friends with him for a long time, 40 years. But it would not have boded well for the other party, is all I'm going to say. And I'm trying to keep a positive slant on everything. I do have a lot I should be doing in here today. I'm not going to. the ice is melting off. It'll be a bloody mess or a muddy mess tomorrow, and so it'll dry out. And probably about Tuesday, I'm thinking Linda and I are going to go wash her car. Maybe, maybe not. After Chris gets moved, my youngest son, and everything, I've got some work he's going to be doing for me on my van. I need him to take the dash out so I can revent everything under there, and I got to replace the speakers on my radio. My son Benjamin, I gave him a CB radio off of it. I need to call him here in a little bit and tell him tomorrow, while the kids are in school, if he has to help Chris move, that's fine too. But he needs to get that CB out of my van, because I have plans for what I'm going to do with the space that it's in. Got to fix that. Haven't done that yet. I got a lot to do. But I'm just going to make a confession. The cold weather has set me back quite a bit. The pain level has gone out the roof. I'm dealing with it. I'm in a considerable amount of pain right now this minute. I bought me some cold and flu medicine earlier that I'm going to take to see if that'll help get this out of my head. I hope it does. But when I get done doing the vlog and I get done doing the paperwork I've got to do in here, then I'm going to go inside and take a hot soaking bath, and I'm going to spend the rest of the evening with my sweetheart. I'm not going anywhere else today, I hope. I'm just not up to it. I was up every little bit last night, blowing my nose, trying not to wake Linda. I sound like an elephant, as you just heard. It doesn't do anything just to wipe my nose. I have to blow it. Oh. Let me look and see what the temperature says. It says 51 down there on the bottom. I don't really know what it is. Let's see. It says 52 on the Weather Channel. If you're watching this and you drive here in southern Oklahoma or anywhere, be careful. Nicholas and I, he was driving, saw several people. One small little Nissan, I think it was, almost ran into him. And then we had one lady, as we were leaving Walmart to head to O'Reilly's Auto Parts. She was sitting halfway out into the lane of traffic, and you could tell looking at her she was buzzing on something, I don't know what. And it's all the stress, I think. I think those that are using illegal drugs to dull their senses because they're so stressed out and worried. I pray for them. I do. I pray for them every day. I pray for everybody every day. I do. If you're watching this, I pray for you. I haven't got to see Tigger in 3 days, 2 days, I guess. He and his daddy and sister are over at my son Chris's apartment right now. I think they're doing things. When Tiffany, Chris's wife, gets off work, they're going over to meet with a guy and sign off and get possession of the house they're wanting. It came through. They will get it. Which would be good. It's got a fenced backyard, and Benjamin gave them some really nice ornate fencing that you set up one panel at a time and put a little pin through there and little spikes to hold it down. They put that in their front yard. They're going to have a nice place. Nick has been in that house. It's a long house, a shotgun house with a bedroom off to one side. And it's 2-bedroom, 2-bath. And I've not been in it, but it's supposed to be pretty nice. Out in the barn out there, they've got 2 dressers they bought. And they get all that done. The kids' swing set and a bunch of outdoor stuff's out there on the other side of the poultry pen behind our storage buildings. And so it's going to be a good thing. And I told him, don't worry about coming to work on my stuff until y'all are settled. I want them settled in and happy. And then he can come over and deal with my stuff. I lost my train of thought. See what happens when you get old? I do want to say to my friend Monty Jones, thank you for sending me that photograph. I'm going to check it out. It's still a little early for me to be getting a bumper pull RV. I've got a few things I want to do before I seriously get down and start investigating to find one. And it's like Nick said, there's not enough time in the day. We went by as honking to get somebody out of the way. My son Nick just walked in. I'm doing my vlog. Sorry. Not a big deal. But we were driving and Nick honked at somebody and it was this little beep like that. Well, he just went and bought him a very loud horn he's going to hook up on his Suburban. Ought to be interesting. Let me get a sip. Hold that thought. Well, there's enough in here for a swallow. Oh. What else is going on here? I'm too embarrassed to show you the inside of this office. I'd have to do a sweep around the camera. I got junk sitting everywhere, and I do need to get out here and get to work on it. It's just not today. I keep saying that. Yes, I'm a procrastinator, but I'm a beat up, crippled up old man procrastinator. I made a mistake yesterday. There's this rowing machine I work out on every day, and yesterday I did 50 reps in the hard position. There's pedals on the bottom, and there are these 2 stobs about a foot above them. You put your feet on that, and you're rowing, and I mean, it is a workout. And I did 50 of those. Well, my knees are screaming at me now. I've got some knee braces somewhere. I don't know what I did with them. I put them somewhere. Yes, I am that forgetful. And yes, my mind is going. The only explanation I've got for it. But Linda has a squeegee in the back of her car, and I bought my own for the van, and I bought some special window spray. It's not Windex. It's got that Rain-X stuff in it to clean your windows. I'm going to go all the way around that truck tomorrow. Let me see what the temperature is going to be tomorrow before I go any farther. I'm sorry about doing this while I'm vlogging here. What is the... Let me get the 10-day up. I don't want to see that. Close that. Okay, 65 for a high tomorrow. That's good. That would be about the right weather for me to work on that van, and I plan on doing so. I've just got to have the weather to do it. We got a warming trend coming, but I saw a meme on Facebook that someone said Mother Nature or winter is angry, left the house and then came back through the door and said one more thing, and that's what happened last week. I think cold weather is worse on me than hot weather. You know, it didn't used to be that way. I used to really be, able to stand cold weather. I mean, I'd be out in like Nick is right now in a t-shirt and be bopping along, not worrying about it. My favorite cashier at Walmart walked by. I was on one of those electric carts, and she looked at me and says, "That your son?" I said, "Yeah, he's the biggest one." But my second oldest said, "I figured he was yours. He looks just like you." And I said, "Poor kid." I marked my boys pretty well. Benjamin looks exactly like my late father did when he was younger. Chris and Nick look like me. They're like chips off the old block. And Brandon looks like the Duvall side of the family. Looks more like, and he looks like a combination of my wife and the Duvalls. Oh man, I hate this. I'm trying not to sneeze right now. Even in inclement weather 2 days ago when it was ice, or 3 days ago it was real icy on all the roads, there's a gazillion people at Walmart. Well, 2 days, it was the day after the ice set in, we went. Like I said, Linda's got the rubber on her car to handle it, and Nick found some real similar, only 10-ply. Man, his truck rides smooth now, and it's about 2 inches above where it used to sit, which is a good deal. It's the right height, but it just hugs that road. I'm going to have Chris set up the tire machine, and we'll set it up and have him use it to change the rubber on the back of my van. I think I'm going to do that. I want to see the machine work. I haven't seen it yet. That sounds terrible. That's okay. He's agreeable to it, and he gets paid to do it. With his help, they've had a real ordeal going on where they're living. And it's their business, and I'm not going to delve into it. It's personal, but Chris, and not because he's my son, but he and his wife are right and the other party's wrong. That's all I'm going to say on it. Absolutely. And so they're getting a pretty nice house. It's being handled by a friend of mine's daughter's real estate company. So it's all good. Stupid. My hoodie hates me. Hang on. There, much better. In the vein of being positive rather than negative, I'm positive there's a lot of idiots out on the roads today, this last week. That's all. That's being positive, folks. It is. You know, I've seen so many people that should not be behind the wheel, and it's always been bad, but I believe it's more so now that they've enacted legal marijuana, because they'll be buzzing, they'll be doped up on pot while they're out behind the wheel. You can always tell them, like one I saw yesterday, just doing 10 miles an hour. It's like she couldn't keep her eyes open. I don't know if she is really tired or if she was doped up on marijuana. Now, I need to make a public service announcement. Somebody posted on Facebook, and this is to my friend Monty and a few other folks here locally that do watch this vlog. It's a little black Toyota. It's a Hispanic guy in a straw cowboy hat driving it. He was up at the end of our road a while ago. There are people that have taken photos of him taking pictures of people's homes. And he was up at the corner next to our farm, and I figure it's the same car, Texas tags. And he was looking at our belongings here. We got stuff spread all over the place. Like us, Monty Jones lives at the end of a long drive. And Monty, if you see that car, he took off before we could ask, before I was going to have Nick turn around or pull up and ask him what he needed. But the guy took off. And he did that when someone noticed him taking pictures of people's houses down in Ardmore. There's a bunch of thieves out there, and it's going to get worse, I think, as the economy gets tighter. How do you like that $3.29 gasoline, and it's only going to go up? Oil is above $100 a barrel now. I haven't paid attention today to anything going on in Ukraine. I've not had time. I've been busy, and I've got to go in the house and visit with my wife and see what she needs. It's been a day of it already, and I'm wanting to wrap today up and do nothing the rest of the day. I'm supposed to be retired. Doesn't that mean you get to sit around and do nothing? That ain't working for me right now. But anyway, that's pretty much going to be the vlog for today. Mom, John, I love you. I want you to know that. I hope you're staying warm and dry up there in Noble. My brother Michael, I love you. I hope you're staying warm and dry and safe up there in Oklahoma City. To my sister Randy, I love you. I hope you're staying safe and warm up there in Edmond. To my friend Chris Kimball in Florida, I hope you're doing well, Bubba. Love you. To my friend Monty Jones in Lone Grove, love you. I hope you and yours are staying safe and warm. To my friend Jackie Brill Sands in Tennessee, love you. Hope you and yours are staying safe and warm. To my friend Shelly Dion, I love you. I hope you and yours are doing well, and I'm still praying for your mama. I hope it's helping, and I believe it is. It's a prayer of faith. To David Talaga in Illinois, love you, Bubba. I hope you're doing well. Folks, that's it. Like that sign right there says, be kind. You never know when you're going to need somebody to be kind to you. God bless you. I love you, and bye.